Hi friends, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I request you to subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates and videos. In today's video, we are going to see how to make the basic stitches using crochet hook, like the chain stitch, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, triple crochet, and double triple crochet. So for this tutorial we are taking acrylic yarn and a crochet hook that suits the acrylic yarn. Here I am taking 2.5 mm crochet hook. So you can use whatever woolen yarn you have and use a suitable hook for the yarn. Let's get started by taking the tail end of the yarn and bring it around your index finger to form an X. So now insert the crochet hook and pull the yarn, and then you can pull both the sides like alternatively, the tail end as well as the working side, that is the running yarn. So this tail end, I'll mention it as a tail end, the starting of the thread, while the other end of the thread I'll mention it as a running yarn. So take the tail end, I'm gonna show you once more. Take the tail end, bring it around your index finger, insert the loop, pull the running yarn, and now we can pull the tail end to form a slip knot. So this is a slip knot because we can adjust the size of the slip, that is the loop, as well as we can remove it. If you pull the thread, it will be gone. So I'm going to teach you another way of doing it now. I can, instead of using the crochet hook, you just form a X mark around your index finger and pull the running yarn using your thumb and index finger. See, you just have to uh, make a round and bring the running yarn inside the circle and pull all the way through till it forms a knot. So this is another way of making a knot. So you can try these different ways and see what works for you. And this is going to be the third way of doing it. So for here, I'll just take the tail end, hold it, and then bring the crochet hook, yarn over, and bring it a little twisted way. Skip the crochet hook, yarn over, and then bring it upside down, then yarn over and pull through. This is a slip knot. So this way is the one I usually do because I feel this is quite easy, since I'm gonna do it in the same way as making a crochet chain or single crochet. So I prefer it this way, but this takes a lot of practice, and you can try these three different ways and see what works for you, and you can just stick to the one that really suits you. So now let's get going, and I'll show you how to use the running yarn while you are working with the pattern. So we can either roll the running yarn along with your index finger, or you can just control it using your little finger. See, I'll just hold the running yarn under my little finger and then bring it around the index finger, so to keep a control of the length of the running yarn. So this is an easy way because I don't have to keep rotating the thread around my index finger, stop my work when it is done, and I have to repeat that again. So instead I can just control the movement of the running yarn using my little finger and thumb finger without making any rounds around my fingers. So this is a easy way as you are starting to work with a much big bigger pattern, so this is going to be the best way, I would say. But again, you can try and take the steps whatever suits for you. See, this is how I control the thread. So next step is to create a chain stitch. For chain stitch, when where you have a loop, right, then slip knot. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you have a slip knot, here I have created some chains. So yeah, once you have a slip knot here, what you can do is control the thread using your little and index finger, and then yarn over and pull through the loop, that is the slip knot. So this creates the first chain, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So this way you can create as many chains as you want, and this is reversible, so that is you can stop anywhere and insert the crochet hook in any of the chains and then pull the running yarn. It's going to be all cleared. That is, you can repeat that as many times as you want and practice the chain stitch with a little bit of yarn. You don't need an entire bundle of yarn to practice your chain stitch or any basic stitch. So here I have made around seven chain stitch. So to make the single crochet, you have to skip the first chain and then insert the crochet hook into the second chain. All right, see, I'm skipping the first chain, and into the second chain insert the hook, yarn over, pull through. Now we have two loops. Usually with chain stitch we just have one loop, but with this we have two loops, yarn over and pull through the two loops. This forms a single crochet. So the height of the single crochet is almost like a chain stitch. That's the reason we skipped one chain at the beginning and started with the second chain to make the single crochet, to adjust the height of the single crochet. So continue to do this in a similar way. So insert into the next chain space and then yarn over, pull through. We have two loops here and then yarn over, pull through the two loops. So this is a single crochet. This is called as a single crochet. So I'm going to complete it with the rest of the chain stitch. So in the next few seconds of this video, I'm going to show you what not to do when doing a single crochet. That is, you have these chains, right? I'm going to show you one more time all the way from the beginning. So once you're done with the chains, whatever number of chains you want to make, here I'm making a 5-7 chains here. So skip the first chain and insert into the second chain space. So we have like two strands here, the upper chain and the lower chain. So if you insert into the upper chain, you have to make sure you just have one strand of the yarn in your crochet hook. See, here I'm inserting. While inserting, I'm getting two strands here. As you can see here, I am getting two strands of the chain here, so which is not correct. So make sure you just insert into the upper strand of the chain, just the upper strand. There are like three strands in a chain, as you can see, upper, lower, and the one that is at the center. So you have to make sure you just insert the hook into the upper strand. See, just the upper strand. So while inserting, you should not get both the upper strand as well as the center one. So this is one important thing to be noted while making a single crochet, while making a single or double or triple crochet with a chain stitch. So because we are here making a chain and then creating the single crochet on top of the chain stitch, right? So this is how single crochet is done. You can keep working on it. So if you are an absolute beginner, I'm sure you are an absolute beginner and you are here, that's why you are here in this video. So just to make sure you are not leaving any chain space in between the crochet hook. So you have to keep working on consecutive chain space. There is just one last chain. We have to make the single crochet. So that is also done. This is how a single crochet pattern looks. So you can pull the yarn, working yarn or the running yarn a little bit up to 2 inches height, and then cut off the running yarn. So single crochet is used in almost all of the crochet patterns. Now let's move on to the next pattern, which is the double crochet pattern. So again I'm going to start with a slip knot, and the third method I just showed you in this video. And once a slip knot is made, I'm going to continue doing 9 chain stitch here. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the last chain here. So ninth chain stitch. So for double crochet we have to skip the first 2 chain space, because the height of the double crochet is equivalent to 2 chains. So that's the reason, in order to support the pattern, we are going to skip the first 2 chains here, and then insert the crochet hook into the third chain. So you have to make sure that you insert into the upper strand of the chain space while inserting. So yarn over, insert into the third chain space and pull through. Now we have 3 loops here. So first we have to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 2 more loops that also needs to be yarn over and pull through. So this creates a double crochet. So I'm gonna do that again one more time. So yarn over, insert the crochet hook into the chain space. We have 3 loops here. So yarn over and pull through the first 2 loop, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. So this forms a double crochet. So you can just practice this as many times as you want. Again, like single crochet, this is also predominantly used in almost all of the crochet patterns. So once you are like very good at single crochet, you can just move on to double crochet. So here I'm almost at the end of this chain. I'm gonna complete it. Just one more chain is left. Yarn over, pull through the chain space. We have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So with this our double crochet pattern is complete. So we can just pull the string a little bit more, up to 2 or 1 inch height, and then you can cut the running yarn. You can try it as many times you want till you master this pattern. We'll move on to the next pattern, which is the half double crochet. So once you are good at double crochet, you can easily do this half double crochet. So first let's get started by making a slip knot and then 9 chain stitch. Chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have made 8 chains here and one more to be done, so 9 chain. So once you have completed 9 chain, we have to skip the first 2 chains and then insert the hook into the third chain, and make sure you do it with the upper strand of the chain space. So this is almost similar to the double crochet pattern. We have to yarn over and then insert into the upper strand of the third chain. and pull through. We have three loops here, right? So we have to yarn over and pull through all the three loops here. This is a half double crochet. This is so simple when compared to double crochet, so that's the reason I wanted to teach you how to do the double crochet first, and then we can do this uh, half double crochet. So this particular pattern is used for leaves or flowers, where we decrease or increase the height of the pattern. For flowers, petals and all, right? So we want the size to be like increasing as well as decreasing, so that's where we use this half double crochet. So again, I'm gonna continue to do this all along till the end of the chain. So I'll meet you at the end of this chain. Here I'm at the last chain. I'm completing the half double crochet pattern. As you can see, this pattern is something similar to double crochet, but it's a little shorter in height. So once the pattern is complete, I'm just gonna cut off the yarn, working yarn. For that, I'll just pull the thread a little bigger, maybe to 2 inches long, and cut off the end. So let's move on to the next pattern, which is the triple crochet pattern. So for again this triple crochet pattern, I'm going to make chain 9. I'll meet you once you're done with chain 9. So here I have completed 9 chain spaces. So for the triple crochet, we have to yarn over twice, whereas for double we just have to yarn over single time. So once you're done with yarn over twice, we have to skip the first 3 chain and insert the hook into the 4th chain space, that too at the upper strand. So now we get 4 loops here. As you see, we get 4 loops here. So yarn over, pull through the first 2 loop, then we have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, then we have 2 more loops, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops as well. So you have to do it like thrice. 3 times you have to yarn over and pull through. So this forms a triple crochet. So the height of this triple crochet is equivalent to 3 chain space. So that's the reason we are skipping the first 3 chains and then starting to work on the 4th chain space. So I'm gonna repeat this pattern all through this chain. You can just watch this. So for all of these chain space, you can just master the double crochet pattern. That will be very useful to do this triple crochet or half double crochet or double triple crochet, which we are going to see in the next section of this video. So I would recommend you to try the double crochet pattern. So if at all you want to master the skill easily, because that is the basics for all other patterns, I feel. So triple crochet is mainly used for blankets or for any crochet pattern where you want to increase the height or at each level. So triple crochet is used, for example, hearts, in doing a crochet heart pattern, or if at all you want to do some purse or handbag, so you can use this triple crochet. And it is also used for increasing or decreasing a pattern, leaf pattern or a flower pattern. So you have to be a little careful while you are pulling through the loops, because we have 4 loops, 3 loops at each stage, right, instead of just 2 loops. So we have to make sure we just pull through only the first 2 loops at any point in time. So here what I'm doing is I'm just reversing the stitches so that I can show you. We can do reversing the stitches and start the pattern again. You don't have to have a big yarn to practice this. Continue to do this pattern till the end of this chain, and I'll meet you at the end of this chain. So here I have completed triple crochet in each of the chain space, and I've come to the end of the chain. I am trimming off the running yarn, and you can see how the pattern looks. This is similar to double crochet but with a little more height. So next we are going to see double triple crochet pattern. This is something similar to the triple crochet, but we are going to do the yarn over 3 times. Also here we need to make 9 chain plus 5 chain, that is 14 chain stitch, and then we have to skip the first 5 chain here because the height of the double triple crochet is equivalent to 5 chain space. So this is the 5th chain space I have identified. So I'm gonna yarn over 3 times here, 1, 2 and 3, and then insert into the 6th chain space, yarn over, pull through. Now we get 5 loops here, so we have to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now we get 4 loops, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and repeat this for 2 more times. So this completes a double triple crochet. So you can see it's like very tall as compared to the other crochet patterns. So we just have to yarn over 3 times and insert the hook into the next chain space, and make sure you do it on the upper strand, and yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and repeat this for 3 more times. This is how the pattern looks. So this is definitely lengthier than a double crochet and triple crochet. So continue to do triple crochet in each of the next chain space, and always make sure you do it on the upper strand of the chain. So again you need to be really careful while doing the yarn over and pull through, because you get 4 loops, and when you pull through you get 1 more loop, that is the 5th loop. So that's the reason you just have to make sure you are just doing a pull through only for the first 2 loops. So sometimes you do one extra loop, or sometimes you miss 1 loop instead of the 2 loops. So make sure you do this stitch as instructed here. So I'm gonna repeat this pattern till the end of this chain, and I'll meet you at the end. Here I'm doing the last triple crochet, that is a triple crochet into the last chain space. So this is done, the pattern is complete. Here you can see this is going to be the lengthier pattern as compared to the single crochet, double crochet, or half double crochet. So trim off the end running yarn, and this is how the pattern looks once it is completed. So here is our single crochet which we did at the beginning of this tutorial. So next we have this half double crochet which we did at the 3rd section of this tutorial, and here I am having the double crochet pattern, and next we have this triple crochet, and finally we have the double triple crochet. I hope you guys like this video. Please share it with your friends. Thank you guys.